So I am not interested personally in this particular idea or doing something like this, but I wanted this idea came across my mind after dealing with something recently. And I said, well, let me just talk about it because it might be something that somebody else is thinking about. And just to continue to try to think and prompt others to think their own way of thinking and get into that ongoing thinking process until something hits them when they say, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. What about this or what about that? As far as looking at holding and taking action upon what they love to do, what makes them smile, and what they could see that they can jump up out of bed every day to do without saying, oh man, I gotta go to work. Instead of that, just saying, yay, I get to go in today, I get to do this, I get to do that, and it is my business, right? And so, although this is not one that I'm interested in, I wanted to talk about this one, after dealing with something recently. And so, a couple of the things, phrases that I want to put on this as I talk about it is care. Caring for someone is not a costume, is number one. Number two is that extremists collecting donations. Be honest about your lane. The next one is don't wear a we love everybody costume while you roll your eyes at the people you don't give a damn about. The next one, so if your heart only beats for one group, be honest about your lane. Just I feel as though, and this is what I was thinking, is that if you know you hate a certain group of people, if you know you hate black people, you say, well, I don't want to take care of black people. I only take care of the people that I want to take care of. Or I don't want to take care of white people. I only take care of people that I want to take care of. I don't want, if you caught up on skin color and race or culture or something like that, just be honest about it. If you're caught up on political party, well, I only want to serve those that are this particular political party. Um, or I only want to serve those that uh, have are with a certain financial status, or I only want to serve those that are a certain body type or look a certain way to come into my business for me to take care of. And it's best, I'm sharing, in my opinion and from my experience, is learning how to be honest about that. Because eventually you taking in people and taking care of people that you care nothing about, people that you hate, like you see online where people say nigger, 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 or people say white cracker, 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 or call Hispanic stick, 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 right? And then they take care of them because they're asking the government for money. And they think that they have to take care of people that they hate because of donations that are coming in, and just the government money that is coming in. So they're not honest. And eventually, when you do stuff like that, you really, really hurt people. So it's best to not even take the money if, you can't be honest about who and what type of people you're taking care of. And in this case, I started thinking about, before I started this, is about APS. And I was like, what is APS? Adult Protective Services. And so just seeing a real gap, um, deciding someone doesn't meet the APS, Adult Protective Services, legal bar for forced intervention to take them into their custody, um, because they can be a harm to themselves or to others, or they just failure to, sometimes they call it failure to thrive, or failure to be able to just care for themselves, right? And so just because APS may turn down, Adult Protective Services may turn down people, does not mean that that person is clean, safe, or, someone coming they don't send anyone out to the home to see if their food is expired, if the phone numbers in there, they able to dial the phone numbers that are in their phones for emergency services or for support, um, and in any type of way. Um, and just thinking about that is like that gap is exactly where small community-based private pay or grant supported services could live. And so adult protective services steps in when an adult is believed unable to protect themselves from abuse, neglect, exploitation under state law. But if they rule that a person is still legally capable or refuses services, the Adult Protective Services may not provide ongoing in-home monitoring or support, even if the person is clearly struggling. You can smell them when they come up to you, they smell like pee. You can see that maybe they need help with their laundry, the clothes are dirty that they're wearing, and sometimes they come in, bed bug bites and bed bugs on them. And this is a good thing if someone really genuinely loves older people and want to start their own business with that. So I would say, you know, in this case, in, a lot of people fear AI, but I would get on AI and say, what grants, how do I go about taking a grant out, a loan out, to do this type of business? Um, and, it's just, it leaves space for those that are interested. You can go to all the organizations that accept and decline adult um, protective services like APS and say, I'm starting this business and here's my name. And those that you turn down and don't take into your services, I can go to their homes and care for them, like bathing, making sure they can get in the tub is clean, or they have running water, um, either showing them or helping them do laundry, just checking the food, the dates and expired dates on the foods, and make sure that they're eating okay, their cleanliness, the bedding, and just things of that nature. And making sure, you can also say, I'm going to need a van or a car to be able to, add that into your business, take them to their appointments, or hire some people in my business to be able to take them to their appointments, help them with their bills, their organizations, um, and stuff like that to avoid just bad exploitation. Um, and then find out, what type of licenses. So I'm reading here, it says in Arizona specifically, whatever state you're living in, find out what type of state license do you need. And it says non-medical home care, help with bathing, dressing, meals, companionship does not require a special state license here in Arizona as long as you're not doing skilled medical tasks that fall under home health. So you have to know the laws and what you can and cannot do, and don't cross that boundary. Um, let's see. Mm, so a legal business structure, sole proprietor or LLC, and a general city county business license if required. EIN even if it's just you, and a separate business bank account. Your liability insurance and later workers comp if you hire staff. Written policies, what you do, what you do not do, how you handle money, how you report suspected abuse, neglect, and report suspected abuse and neglect to Adult Protective Services. Some of the basic training here would be CPR, first aid, basic caregiving training, maybe a caregiver or home care certificate. These things are easy to get to show professionalism. Arizona does not license non-medical home care at the state level, which makes entry easier, but also means you set up your standards and ethics. So it has a whole list of things you can do. Just get on AI and type what you want. I'm not interested in this particular, but I was thinking about something else for me, and this popped in my head after dealing with somebody recently. Crowdfunding for specific elders on programs. You can use platforms like GoFundMe for clear, story-based campaigns, being explicit who the beneficiary is, you versus the elder community program, and aware of possible tax benefits impacts. Loans specialized in senior care funding, blah, 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 blah. It's going to tell you everything to do. So when you get to a step you don't know how to do, then you go back into AI and type, well, how do I do this part? And just keep going. Just keep going. But one of my main things is how people get irritated. They say they care about certain people, but if the people don't look like them or the type of people that they like to look at, they get frustrated with. So it's good to be honest about who you like to take care of. Like don't just be taking care of people just because you're getting the money. Getting free money from the government, getting grants or things of that nature, because eventually you wind up hurting people, and then you wind up in trouble eventually. Um, so I'm gonna end it with saying, if you are an extremist in any direction, race, politics, religion, body type, income level, and you only truly care about your kind, you have a responsibility to say that out loud. Because when you hide it, vulnerable people walk into your program thinking these people care about everybody, and they are the ones who get hurt emotionally, physically, or financially. All right.